Hi YouTube. This is a quick review video on the Auxko floor mats for the new Tesla Model Y Juniper 2026. And I wanted to make a quick video for this because it's a popular floor mats for the Tesla, available on Amazon, and a lot of people seem to be buying this. But I didn't really find too much content on it covering it from a review standpoint. So I'll take it out of the box and show you what it contains. Okay, so I've taken it out of the box. And as you can see, it's all wrapped individually in these plastic sleeves. So let me take it out and show you what they actually look like. Okay, so I've taken the individual units out of the plastic sleeves, and this is the piece that goes onto the rear of your vehicle. These three pieces up there will connect to the rear of the seat, the back seat that is. And these are going to be in the front floor mats. These two go onto this one, and then that one both go onto the front of the car and the well, at the rear of the car. And this one is for the rear seat. So as I took them out, so you can see that they are kind of bent in a few spots. For example, right here, it wasn't perfect, but I think if I leave this in the sun for a few hours, it's going to even out, and that's what this kind of material does. This one as well, it has a little bend here from being in the box, but I think if I put this in the sun, it'll probably go back to its original shape. There's a little bit here as well. It's bent in the middle. Overall, this big piece seems relatively in good shape. One thing that really struck me when I took these out is the fact, these are really thin. The mats don't have a lot of weight to them, and they're fairly thin. That surprised me. So that's one thing to bear in mind. So I'm not sure how durable these things are going to be because they're so thin. But they're made out of some kind of a plastic. I think they're called thermoplastic elastomer, TPE material. So these things are supposed to be pretty durable. They are recyclable. And another important feature is they're odorless. Some of these things, particularly made of our artificial material, tends to have, smell. So this one is not going to smell, and they're free of latex and PVC as well. So I feel like it seems to have been custom designed for the Model Y Juniper. That's how it's advertised. But now let's see how this looks. It's also supposed to be pretty good in non-slipping, so it's not going to slip around, because there are these non-slip nibs that are made underneath the mats, and that keeps it secure. And it's relatively easy to clean, right? So all you need is water and a garden hose, and a piece of cloth. So if you just use a light detergent, I think it'll be easy to clean. So anyway, let's now take this to the vehicle and see how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to install them directly over the mats that were already there, part of the vehicle. So it's going to go right over this. I'm not going to take these out and then put the new mat. So here's the mat, and should be pretty simple to just place that, really. And so this one goes in like so. It seems definitely to be made custom for the Model Y. So you can see it went in pretty easy. There's one on that side as well that I just placed it. And yeah, I think if I keep it in the sun, some of those bends will go away. But yeah, they look pretty sharp to me, and should be pretty durable, I would think. But anyway, it's just the thickness of it that bothers me. But everything else about these mats look great. Okay, so I placed these mats as well. Hopefully you can see them. So they seem to have gone in really nicely, and all I needed to do was slide it in. And it's got these walls. Hopefully you can see this here on the side. So if there is a liquid that falls in here, it's going to retain it in there, and not float into the carpet. So that's really nice. Okay, so this one goes in here in the rear of the vehicle. Okay, so now this is the frunk, and we'll put the mat in for the frunk. And this one also has those side walls, as you can see, and it makes it a pretty snug fit in there. Okay, so we are gonna place these mats right here. So as I was explaining earlier, this part goes onto the floor here, and these three parts here actually go onto latch right there. As you can see here, they have made these scissors, so I think this needs to be cut out. If you want that to be available, that latch, some people do. And so if you don't want it, you can keep it just like this. Otherwise you can, cut these out over here to be able to gain access to these latches right here. So in our application, since we are not using car seats, we are just not going to cut this off. But with the Juniper, the vehicle actually does come with these buttons. So all I gotta do is press these, and they're automatically going to fold in, and that gives you a clean access so you can place the mats. And let me do that. Okay, so the reason it doesn't slip around is because, as you can see, this is carpeting material, and the rear of these mats actually do come with these, almost it works like a Velcro really. So there are these little plastic teeth here that is going to latch on, and it's built right around the entire mat, in all of these mats actually. So that's how you get that tight fit, and so it doesn't slip around. Okay, so now that the mat has been installed, that's how it looks like, the finished product. You can see that there's a little bit of bulge here. I think that's because of the packaging. I just took it out of the box and immediately placed it. So if you leave it in the sun, I think it's going to flatten out and be a more snug fit. But anyway, I wanted to not delay and show you how this actually looks. So we are going to fold the seats over now. So you can see there is a little material here that that allows it to bend. So we are going to press those buttons here again and put them out. And so now, if there's any kind of stuff you have put in here, it's not going to mess up your seats, even on the rear side. All right, so that is how the mats look. I think they make the car look pretty sharp. They look pretty custom, or, well, I shouldn't say custom. Looks pretty stock, actually, part of the vehicle. So anyway, the only thing, the negative thing I have to say about these mats is the fact that its thickness is not much. They are very thin, but I think it's made out of a durable material. So I'm hoping that it gives me the durability, but everything else about it is pretty good for the price. So would I recommend this? Absolutely. I don't think you can go wrong for $110, even if it lasts me like 3 years or 2 years even. I think these are excellent mats. You can replace them down the road if you really need to. So thanks for watching the video. Hopefully this helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.